unravel a lot of the strategies of Vitality. They had some good fakes, they had some good set pieces, but if you take a member out of the puzzle, you put a lot more pressure on MBK as the in-game leader who's still learning and, you know, growing into his role. So that's one way to deal with the structure of Vitality that Cloud9 can look to use.
And do you feel like, obviously, we've kind of driven home the point that this is a much more level playing field. This is a much more compact, robust, what will be a matchup on one map. Is this going to go all the way?
I think it could. I mean, what we saw yesterday was that Vitality made a lot of mistakes as well. So if Cloud9 can capitalize on that, this one could be a close one.
It could be, and very well it should be. Cloud9 versus Vitality here on Mirage. It's going to be Henry G and Sadicus. Take it away, fellas.
Thank you very much, Trace. We are very much looking forward to this. It's two teams that have a lot to prove and a lot of conditions that perhaps go against them in a lot of ways too.
Absolutely. Cloud9 have had some rough results here. Last time they played Mirage against Furia, they lost 16-1 in that best of three. If you remember, they lost 16-0 to Astrology yesterday, and we'll see if they can find a strong start here. It is required for this Cloud9 side. The bomb's going to be trying to be planted here, looking pretty good, as it will be dropped. It's going to be flashed that takes down Apex with the Molotov towards CT spawn.
Yeah, absolutely. An RPK, he's going to swing it back in. Molotov, he was stuck in the corner. He waited to move. He wanted to try and get a shot. Someone committing to the plant, thinking that he wasn't there. Didn't work out. So RPK works back in from triple, spots out, no one in connector, smoke down on top of the bomb, perhaps they'll go for a fast defuse at this point in time. He's the one with the kit as well, so he's put that in by design, and they're on it. They should have this as well. I don't think there's an angle that the T's can work with. Zelsis finds one. Ooh, they got him off at RPK. He wrapped back around, he didn't hold to it, he got off the bomb. He must have been tagged a few times, because otherwise, in the smoke, I would have stuck to my guns on that, but Cloud9 get the rounds.
Yeah, you'd think with the smoke down there, he's got the kits as well. He just goes for a full defuse and causes absolute chaos. The fact he gets off and goes for frags, that's when the round is absolutely lost for me. They lost the initial kill there. It was a little bit frustrating for them, but here's Zelsis, a player that seems to be up and down, but mostly up in the last few matches we've watched him at least, and we'll see him pick up 3 frags there. RPK, I agree, definitely should have full defused at that point, see if his teammates could defend him, but yes, maybe he took a few shots and felt like he was going down, but either way, it's a force buy from the French in the second. Let's see Zaiwu, the team sniper with the scout, looking to potentially pluck the heads off Cloud9 here, but a body shot like that is absolutely fine, just softening up the opposition for the pistols now, so that's going to be automatic down to 30.
You mentioned the 16-0 yesterday. 16-1 to Furia. It was 16-3 to Tyloo and 16-6 to Vici. Tyloo and Vici and Furia, all three of those teams didn't even advance from the challenger stage. And that's the losses they sustained. Fortunately, it was a best of 3, and they 16-1 Furia in response. The point is, I made a tweet about this, and we've touched on it a few times. Zelsis is technically registered as the coach. He's standing in for Golden, who's the in-game leader. That said, they don't have a coach behind them, and they don't have their proper in-game leader. Flush is experienced, and he's certainly taking command, but it shows that they can't adapt, or at least they aren't adapting in those games.
Yeah, the game plan goes wrong for them. It seems like everything crumbles, but they've won the pistol here. Hopefully can find the second round as well. We'll see a very strong game here as Vitality will take damage, but Zaiwu still delivering pain. It's going to be rushed, it's plucked out of the air, and this could actually be a decent round for the CTs. They're starting to lose players now.
Yeah, they are. Fantastic shot from Zaiwu. You got to give him credit on that. Jumping was rushed, and he still found his head, but it is going to be a spray down from Cloud9. They'll win out the round. They'll take it 2-0. Winner of this, again, we're in our 1-1, which means our last best of 3s, or excuse me, our best of 1s. We go to best of 3s, but winner of this goes 2-1. Both teams, in my opinion, have a lot to be proud of in that they've gotten one win already in the new Legend stage, meaning just with that one win, they avoid the minors. Vitality, that's great because it's been a long process building into this team. They had to go actually technically through the open qualifier to get to where they are now. And for Cloud9, that's significant because if they go back to Golden, they're technically a European core, and you'd have to go to a stacked European minor.
That is a very good point. The minors avoided is a huge deal, even though they haven't got the proper squad here. This is the eco, though, from Vitality. We'll see Rush. Good job from him. Doesn't have to overcommit. They have been tagged up someone. Need to be careful this doesn't fall apart. As you can see, the CTs on their full eco actually getting a couple of kills here, and an AK-47 with the bomb down. This is a full eco. Kirishima and Flush, they can still pull this one back, but MBK's position will at least do some damage. He can't repeat that, surely. He can't afford to go down here. He needs to survive.
But what he's done by catching out Flusha is given Alex a chance here. He smoked off the bomb. He's only got 1 HP and an AK. Flusha would have already been at the top side of Horseshoe right now, and Keo in the door. They would have pinched this position together, and inevitably, even with the AK, he would have gone down. The fact that MBK's bought him that much space Keo's basically held up because that's still the intent. They still want to play this together and take down Alex.
Well, Alex is doing a great job of positioning so far, just trying to play off this bomb. He's only got the 1 HP though, so the chances of him winning this are very slim. Kishima's been very patient, making sure they approach the situation together. Alex not feeling it. Gonna try and be a snake in the grass perhaps towards A. They go towards B to save the rifle. Gonna make his way around. 30 seconds remain, and they might just head towards the B bomb site, considering they've got the access point just there. And indeed they will.
Yeah, and then Keo checked CT, hoping he'd spot Alex, but Flusha was aware, coming out of mid so late, that there was no chance he'd go back into the underpass and sneak around, so they get to board B. I'm surprised Alex wants to play for this. AK carrying over, you might consider with 1 HP just trying to keep that onto the CT side. They're going to have money in the next round, regardless, but it's not an AK. He's going to make on it. He got onto Flusha before he could get his gun at the ready, but Keo inevitably gets the trade. That 1 HP was always going to be a problem.
Remember, that's Vitality with pretty much nothing but USPs and some PT50s there, managing to bring it right down to a 1 versus 1. Alex, great play, realizes he had lost that situation when the bomb was down, manages to steal another kill away, and they are going to buy into the next one. Zywoo's got the AWP and armor, just to note, and they've also got 4 AUGs on their CT side. Automatic, though, we have been impressed in the games they've been playing well. Automatic seems to shine with the AWP. Fantastic player with all disciplines of the game, it seems, as Rush and Co make their way towards the top of middle with Zywoo's nimble, gets himself up towards short, waiting for the initial flashbang. He's going to peek off this and nail the first shot. Rush goes down. Zywoo could be happy with that, but he still wants a little bit more out of this, and it will cost him his life. I always say on these sort of rounds, when you know you're limited with like diffuse kits, grenades, if you get an opening pick like that, maybe better to fall off. And now that's actually given an advantage to Cloud9 at this stage. And already have a 3-0 lead. It's a 4-on-4. Damage done towards Automatic and Flush. If Zywoo could have taken the advantage and got back. What's the next play here? Bomb still down in T-spawn suggests a very slow approach from C9. Tim just waiting for CTs to maybe counter boost, and that could be happening now. They're actually getting in position, as Alex will be the one chosen to go up here. You don't have to actually jump on the ledge. You can hold this position here and just see if anyone makes their way towards Delpan. And once you confirm this clear, get up and have a bit of a deeper angle.
So interesting, it's still called Delpan. When was the last time we saw from him? Keo, excellent shot. AK as he crawls inside of connector, and the smoke down at the top of it. Apex can't even counter that off. So Keo's got a bit of a home to work with right now. He can burrow in. He knows the smoke's on a timer, so gets away, but that's exactly what Apex peeks out. He puts him down in the end, down to a 3-on-3, in fact, as Flusha is going back over toward the A site. They've held Palace the entire time. Zelsis has been waiting for his team to arrive, and Apex needs to be very careful not to get spotted by him as he transitions back toward jungle.
No smokes remaining, but there is the Molotov. I assume they use that in spawn here, but it's going to be the flashbang first. Actually, he hits MBK right in the face, but he comes unblind, and now the bomb has to go down, but there's no time remaining. It looks like Vitality have done enough to win their first round. Automatic thinks better of it. He notices the timer and has to get the hell out of there. So well done to Vitality. Managed to get the first pick, traded out, but then it was enough to actually run the clock down, and Cloud9 fall apart right at the last few seconds.
And Apex, credit to him. First off, gets the kill back on Kishima to get control of the connector. Former teammates, in fact, winning a major together, Apex and Keo.
Indeed.
And both of them playing the entry role for LDLC at the time. I thought Keo was the underrated of the two when they were teammates. Apex got a lot of credit for, and rightfully so, for his entry ability. But this kill not only gave him control of connector, the follow-up right here on the top at Zelsis, because they wanted to plant the bomb. They threw a flash, and they'd spotted NBK on CT stairs. They both wanted to face CT to allow the bomb plant to go down. The second he takes out the player on Palace, NBK has an easy shot toward the bomb planter.
Ideally, they had a smoke there. All they had was the flash. Wasn't quite enough, and you could see Apex full vision from jungle. NBK flash, but only for a few seconds. They managed to tag together and close it out efficiently. We're going to see now round 5 come through. It is Cloud9 with less than what they had before. Just a CZ in the hands of Zelsis and Zywoo. Being dynamic, as we like to see Orpus do, who was middle before towards short, now he's in the B apartments, finds an opening pick, and more importantly, this time he survives.
Automatic already creeping up from Catwalk. He'll peek and peer toward the back of the site. Underneath of him, Rush is getting close to the connector directly. Trying to pull back the deficit already as Vitality start to stabilize on their CT side. Rush checks the far corner. Flush going to flash him in. Smoke instead. And Apex will take advantage of that as well. He wants to get motion. Alex needs to be a little bit careful because he knows Molotov in the window. They can still boost up, but they're actually wrapping onto Cat. They've made noise. He knows they're there. So RPK gets the call, works out from behind the van, gives up the apartments directly, and gets one kill. Alex wants to stay dead quiet to sneak in behind them again. He should find two with their backs exposed. Easy kills, clean up on Cat, and it's Vitality with the second round.
That's how you play that ladder room. You're using the sound cues with your teammates to take a bit of aggro there, and it's a nice spray down from Alex. They didn't check it properly. They looked in towards the ladder room, but didn't actually clear all the corners, didn't throw a Molotov there, or just hoping it was clear, and Alex all too happy to pick those frags up for them, and it is going to be 2 in a row now for Vitality. As you can see him just getting all the shots done and denying the plant as well. It's going to be presumably the full eco at this point. Cloud9 after investing into the previous. The loss bonus not quite there. They're going to have a couple of deagles here. That's actually just one. No armor, no nades. Objective, get that bomb down. Whether that's possible, I'm not so sure. It'd have to be something excellent here from Kiyoshima to even give them an opportunity. Nice hold from Vitality as well, reading the situation very well. They know it's going to be an eco at this point. You can see the crossfire on the B side. No one's committed. Even if they get one deagle at this stage, they can't recover the weapon. This is looking very, very good for Vitality now.
Zaiwu getting one already. Apex with 2. Flusha with the Glock. Good look at that range. I'm afraid it's not going to go too well. Bomb sits down on the underpass. Zaiwu gets Keo. They'll follow it up pretty straightforward. Alex with the kill onto Flusha. And 3-3. CT side pulling back. Cloud9. They have struggled with their T sides as well. Someone pointed out on Twitter when I made a tweet about those score lines and the inability to adapt that they seemingly started on, I'd have to check, but according to them, started on T side in all of those losses. I questioned if that was because he was referencing the AUG or something in the meta currently. I don't think that's it. I just think that their T-sides are not drilled enough right now. And again, it's adapting. As soon as the CTs get momentum and they start to get map control, Cloud9 mid-round isn't good enough to pull that back.
Well, if Vitality's Mirage wasn't decent before this event, after yesterday, they probably got a lot of experience in it. Went to
good point.
25-22 against Navis. They got plenty of practice in there. Actually beat Big before 16-11. So they've had a lot of Mirage here at this tournament as Cloud9 changed the pace up. Very fast B split. Successful so far. They've actually caught Alex off guard. It's down to RPK. Only good for the one kill. I would say that's a save at this point, but Zaiwu still has vision, at least for now. Can't dodge that flashbang, and they're going to safely cross the site and actually start the plant. Is this worth going for? They have got the cash, and Zaiwu, he hits a wonderful shot. That will actually be their point of access now. CTs need to get out of the kitchen, though.
Celsius waiting in the corner. Covers the entire wall with that position, but he relies on his teammates to stay alive so that he can't be double peeked. He's actually going to back it off because he has lost automatic toward the van. That gives him an angle toward the window, and he's followed it to the door. Good play from Celsius. He started the entire major with an ace inside of his sight on the pistol round. He'll drop this time, but he's not enough for Keo to spot out where Apex is coming from. He nearly got away with it, but Keo turns it around, and the rivalry between the two continues.
That was so close. Apex, I thought he made the godlike play there. He molotovs towards the van, he flashes the bench and even peeks before it. Kiyoshima tries to turn away, realizes he's going to peek before it, and somehow comes out on top in the 1v1 duel. Cloud9 steal the round away. It was a great initial strategy from them. The fast B split, you can see they took no casualties getting their way towards the bomb site, got the openers, got the bomb down. Zaiwu caused some chaos there, but ultimately Cloud9 win, and they're going to check things out this time. 5 players towards the A site, and I guess Fiorentina doesn't have much tactical depth, sending 5 players into a basic execution. Use that firepower you know you have, you're going to find some rounds.
Good shot from Zaiwu. He falls off, ticket immediately. Takes out Rush, not the flashbang he was hoping for.
Certainly not.
So he can't really peek off the back of it, but Apex does get to position. He'll find Flusha. He has been solid. We mentioned him beating out Kiyoshima on Connector. Keo clutched back against him last round. 1-for-1 between the two, but it's the mid-rounds where Apex has had so much contribution and rotation, and with that AUG, especially as bomb down mid-site smoke. We saw that yesterday as well. Celsius to follow it up. But traded out, RPK gets Keo, and it's down to just 2 remaining again for Cloud9. AWP as well for automatic. He wants to go aggressive with it. He'll spot out the side of RPK. Easy shot to follow through, but now the op has to hold versus 2, and it's not like they both have to transition across the depth of the site. In fact, Alex could even jump across, get aggressive. Automatic's aware of it. He checks it. He finds Alex. He knows exactly where Alex is. He's got Apex already. Alex finds the kill and gets away with it.
It is going to be a successful defuse as well. Comes right down to the 1 versus 1. Decent attempt there from Automatic. Had to go for the quick scope on the final shot. As soon as he misses that, Alex can take his time, calculate the shot, and defuse the bomb. He'll recover the AWP as well. It's been a decent tournament for Alex so far, and that's a huge round for them to pick up. There's going to be 4-4 as they fight back here. The money's still pretty decent on the CT side, but Cloud9 now reset. But the bomb was planted. Do they want to try and answer back here, knowing the resources are low on the CT side, and take a bit of a gamble here? They could force buy fully into this with Deagle armor, maybe 1 rifle, but they're going for the more conservative approach and maybe nading window. I'd imagine they're going to smoke towards top of middle and then nade the window and try and take down Apex here, but he's already jumped out and delivering some HEs of his own. Oh my goodness! That's like 250 damage right there.
That's insane amount of damage. Everyone just got absolutely wrecked. They'll try for the mid boost. Automatic, he gets tagged in the window. He's down to 70. Apex certainly spotting them and knowing that they're inside of middle, just waiting for vision to go in his favor. Alex will be on the opposing side. He's got Celsius. In fact, I say opposing side, he's way back on Cat Corner, so he's not inside of the ladder this time, but they are holding mid together, and it's working out extremely well. ZywOo has yet to put the op in that angle. Naturally, it's smoked a lot, so ops get countered quite easily in mid, but every now and then you still see teams throw it there just to catch them off.
I really don't like this vitality. When you know there's 2 players left, just got pistols only, maybe just chill, stop throwing money away. But they're going to win the round. It's only 1 frag, I suppose, but it could have been avoided. Could have just held up. They've got the bomb on the A side, don't have to find those frags, run the timer down, put the pressure on them. Kirishima should be dealt with it, but now he's got the AUG, and it all stemmed from that previous kill. Luckily, though, red avoided. It's going to be 5-4 as Vitality take the lead once again. They've got the single AWP set up. We'll see if they want to try the double. I don't think we'll see it for a while yet. And this is the HE from Apex. Just one of them did that much damage. An absolute nuke delivered towards the top of middle. And we're going to see a Galil from Rush here. Feels like he needs a bit more utility. Does that suggest another set piece at the start of the round? We shall see. They seem to be like quite content in their initial approach to make a decision to start of the round, go with it. We've seen it a couple of times now as they look to be setting up some sort of a fake here. They smoke towards A from one player who's going to hold towards the Palace area. Maybe try that fast B split once again.
Apex has to be careful not to overcommit to that spray. Tracer's certainly a factor, and they didn't have the catwalk smoke, so it would have been easy to figure out exactly where he'd gone. Smoke's down on Cat now, though, deep rather than the high side. That allows Flushy to get on top of the fence. Clever little play, because they know Alex has been over there being a pest throughout the course of this half, and they don't get the shot onto him as a result of it. Not only that, they're so far up mid when they find it. It's now a 5-on-4 with map control.
Oh, the timing on this duel. MBK and Rush can't detect each other. Good smoke. He is pretty isolated on the A bomb side. Rush waiting for a mistake to be made. Apex defensive as well to 5-on-4, but the terrorists have no smokes now, just 1 Molotov. So it makes getting the bomb down very tricky. You want to group up as a 5 ideally here. MBK trying to reclaim some territory on the map. He gets in towards A ramp, so he's not vulnerable from the Palace. But ZywOo, he is now. He needs to be careful. He knows it as well.
They'll go back over toward A. NBK, off angle. Top of the pot.
If he gets multiple frags here, that's impressive. It's not an easy position to play.
They are going together. They got to be careful not to be too close together. They're almost going to line up. This could work out. Okay, smartly they stagger it. And he gets 1 spraying in. Has to go to the reload, so swaps to the pistol, expecting a counter peek, but a good flash nearly got him out. Nearly. Rush got him off instead as they got into connector as well, and there was really nowhere to go, nowhere to fall back from. So he's got to be careful. Blind is blocked by his teammate on the corner. He goes back out aggressively, and Rush finds him as well. The bomb does get planted, and RPK, Blind will hold. He and Apex to pull it back, and Apex on the AWP might be worth him saving it. It's not exactly his most prominent weapon.
I think that's a fair call at this point. RPK with the AUG, they've got the AWP, and like we said, Cloud9 with no smokes there, able to juke it out, especially taking down MBK and making sure they shoulder peek first. And yes, he did damage, got 1, but they managed to eventually get him and get that bomb planted. That's all they're waiting for. CT hunting for a bit of intel there. That position from MBK, yes, nice idea. But 1 player comes there, but the 2 come through. It's unlikely to get more than that 1 frag. Certainly a gamble play either way, as Cloud9 tie things up 5-5, and 3 players survive here. It's going to be Apex, though, giving the all back to ZywOo. They will buy around this and see what they can do. Maybe a time to chat, it seems, as they take the time out and work out they want to go for an aggressive play. We haven't seen much in Vitality in that department on the CT side, playing pretty default rounds. They have been moving the AWP around in the form of Zywoo, but we haven't seen them go ultra aggressive or push a player towards underpass, for example, like that. So maybe they realize they have to change things up slightly. AWP goes to MBK for now. So it's discussing their options. See the coach getting stuck in as well. Trying to work out how they're going to set themselves up here. Where does the AWP go? Where are they likely to find a pick? What's the most common occurrence on their defaults? Where can he be dangerous? Zywoo, decent game from him so far. There's RPK up and down this tournament. A lot of ups. Good to see some strong performances from the tank. Cloud9 prepare themselves for round 11. 8 kids across the board again. No AWP for automatic this time.
NBK backside the firebox inside the site. We'll get one in, or he is. And look at the Molotovs and a nade on that to force him out. But Alex, he'll come out on his own. He's willing. He steps up, and Celsius and Rush in the open, committing to the previous fight, get caught off immediately. And automatic back toward middle. Now trying to pull the round together. Bombs down inside of the site, middle of the site, nowhere to really go with it. They've got to fight back, and they can't boost window because Keo, as we can see, is way over toward A main. So Otto's got very, very limited options.
Again, they had an objective at the start of the round. Went with it, all 5 going through, and this time the AUG reigns supreme. It's just automatic. They can get 1 kill. They don't have to trade him out straight away. They've got the bomb. Look at that. They're smoked off now. They don't have to challenge him anymore. Automatic can't really do much here. We've got a nice position from RPK towards short, making sure he can't actually get towards that window. If he hears any sound cues at this point, he can swing wide. He's an automatic. I think he's done for. Yeah, he doesn't know RPK is there. Well played from the CTs. Nice discipline. And yes, Cloud9 with the fast approach towards A once again, and this time Alex is the one that shuts him down. He currently sits on 11 kills at the top there with Zywoo. Automatic now fully resets, averaging about 2k per player. There is Flusher on $5,000 though, if they wanted to buy into this one. I doubt he probably dropped some pistols for them. He doesn't need a massive amount of cash. The Deagles, CZ's coming through, and you can see there's no smokes down map, there's no flashes in his way, there's no flames on his feet. Suggests Cloud9 just making calls at the start of the round and trying to get through some contact, surprise play, and didn't really work out for them that time. They know they've got the aim stars to make those sort of rounds work, but on that particular occasion, Alex way too calm and comfortable.
Smoke to go off the wall and hold off bottom side of connector for Apex.
That smoke did not land where it wanted to.
Nope, but Alex still has one to cover. Apex flash in. Brilliant from Celsius. Brilliant flash, I should say as well, from Flusha. Overall, great team play from Cloud9. So they are changing up a little bit this game, so my criticism's about that. This game, more promise in it. They've shown that they've had to battle against not having economy, and they're still having a plan. You said it last round as well. Okay, sure, they got obliterated going into A, but at least they had a plan that looked like they had a direction to them. They've got a direction right now. Flushes the Eagle. That could yield. Oh, it's a tough one. It's still a kill. It's a tough one to fire through the vent, and just a narrow headshot to find. You miss with the Deagle, and they know you're there. They turn on you. It's hard to follow it up, so he does well to get one and get away. Alex will swing back into the same position with the advantage now with Cloud9, and Alex is spotted. Still has the range game advantage over automatic.
Close round here. Remember, Cloud9 don't have armor, so they are very vulnerable. Celsius has managed to salvage an AUG, but positional control, not really their forte right now, as you can see the bomb all the way back at T-spawn. So, bit of a nightmare for them, have to recover with 20 seconds remaining. It's actually going to be touch and go if they can get it near a bomb, so I don't think there's even time to even get the plant in now, so you need to be very careful. That kill will go in favor of Alex once again, and indeed, there's no time to plant at this stage. The Flusher, he actually wants to go die here. That might sound a little bit bizarre, but he wants to just jump in and be taken down. So no longer can plant, just wanted to kill them. They're not going to let
know it. Oh, RPK, I think he actually could have just waited. I don't think Flusha would have had a chance to spot him that quickly. So either way, look, a win to win. Vitality will get it. 7th round. Just to note, Celsius. Okay, missed the shot on Alex that time. But I still don't think Flusha was going to get there either way. He sits on 10 kills, Celsius. He's currently second to Flusha. He's looking pretty spectacular in this game. He was slow to get started. There was a lot of criticism. Played well in the Furia game, and map 3 specifically, when that was really the only map that was played between the two, when you had 2 16-1s. But he's starting to impress, and again, I mentioned if they were, and they are going to miss the minors, they are a European core if they play with Golden. If he joins in, they're still North American. Where are they going to go with this? What's the situation? Unfortunately, it's not what they want to be, and we do fear for Golden, and we hope he's doing well, and we wish him all the best. I'm sure he's watching right now. But if they are forced to make a decision, they could still swing toward him if he continues to perform like this.
Well, either way, he's putting himself in the shop window right now, showing what he's capable of at big events. It was a slow start, but actually proving himself to be a nice, calm player. A safe pair of hands, I usually say. He seems to be decent at recovering trades and making sure clutches are actually possible for them. He seems to understand the basic fundamentals, and I think he could develop into a wonderful player. We'll see as this game continues. We can have more impact here. Vitality currently in the lead, 7-5 on the CT side of Mirage, and this default from Cloud9. We haven't seen Vitality have to change the pace at all. They're happy to sit back and just play usual setups here, as RPK does go down first though, and it's going to be the opening kill coming in from Kiyoshima, but quickly answered back. That's Flasher going down, normally lurking around the map trying to backstab as the B-split comes through. It's Alex to be flashed, and what a flashbang it is. Surely he can't recover this situation. He will go down, and Apex does no better. This might be a save already. I think the CTs have already chosen to exit the situation. Nice basic approach from Cloud9. Flashed over at the perfect time as well, just as their teammates coming up towards short. The flash goes in. They all pounce from both angles, short and the apartments. Alex to do nothing. Apex stuck behind the bench, and he'll be dealt with in a very similar manner. It's going to be Cloud9 in their 6th round. And saving rifles here, one of which is Galil. I want to try and upgrade that if possible. There's an orb on the ground, so there we go. Nice upgrade.
Certainly so, and back and forth we go again. 3 rounds, 1-2, 1-2, and this will be another one for Cloud9 to make it 7-6. They keep 4 up, as you say. They upgrade. They start to break in Woodland to Vitality, and doing so on the T side. This is encouraging. This is an important game. I mean, Cloud9, if they go into 2-1, depending on how the rest of the seeding plays out, depending on how some of these other teams, there's already some teams that are in positions that they really shouldn't be at this point in time. Energy down on the bottom side. Certainly that means they could face them if they advance through. It's not going to be an easy road for them, but they're putting themselves in a very good position to get into the best of 3s.
They have the individual skill to get there. They can be dangerous, but also tactically weak at times. We've seen the results. They don't get a good start. They don't get clutches going in their favor. It can all fall apart against those elite teams. But right now, this is actually pretty reasonable from Cloud9. They're up against difficult purchase here from Vitality. That's why they're going for these sort of pushes. The fact they got MP9s here, the perfect flashbang comes through. MBK decides to stay and see whether he can get another one here. Not going to happen. Seems to be a common trend of Vitality. Get the opening pick and try to stay for a little bit more. Flusher somehow in the vent room again. And that's taken down by him once more.
That's one thing they've been exceptional at. Flusher either support flashing or getting position on catwalk, rushing out the round. We saw him get on the fence and take down Alex. They've been very good at taking mid. Deep smokes, high smokes, flashes. They've used it all. But that's the best teamwork we've seen from Cloud9 so far, is the mid Mirage.
It's always Flusher in that room, and they don't seem to suspect it each time. And he's hit the shot. He's caused the damage. They've got 1 minute remaining with 1 smoke within their utility. A couple of flashes. Apex has to get some positional control here. Holding the palace area at least eradicates the threat, and he can hold position for the plant and try and be a bit of a threat from the back.
I think he's going to go all the way through, and I don't know how I feel about that, because Palace can kind of be, for the CTs, the same as Pit. If you can get in there, if you can hold the A site, you kind of are behind just by virtue of position, and RPK was already in the site. He could have had that information. They're rotating, and Apex hasn't spotted the main. He's going to go back now, but he's going to be alone on the flank, because Zywoo and RPK are way over toward B.
He might have nailed this though. Problem is he's got the FAMAS. He needs to be very careful. We have the orb in front of him, and he'll have to fight here. Denies the plant, not quite. It does go down, but he's done so much damage here. 2.5 kills for him. At least this in a winnable situation for the CTs, which will begin the retake at this point. They've got a smoke and incendiary. Flush has already been tagged, even more so now after Zelsis with a flashbang. He'll have to go towards Connector and try and play the 2 versus 1.
Just going to try it. Flash over, Zywoo already standing in position with the AWP. They get the retake, and that all starts with Apex. You're right. He did himself perfectly. Got him back in position. I thought maybe, even if he got 2, I wasn't sure they'd win it out, because they still have so much time on the rotations, but they got there. He'd done damage on the 3rd. And an important round. Zywoo on the AWP. Gets 2 kills. He's up to 13 total, which is 2nd on team. But that was the end of their money, so that gives them the half at least on 8 rounds.
My heart does bleed for Automatic. He was watching for the Palace flank for 20 seconds. The moment they commit is when Apex actually comes out of the choke point, and then he sets himself up for the perfect flank. He even made a slight mistake. There was a little footstep there, but far enough away that the terrorist didn't hear it, and then he gets 2.5 kills. He hit the AUG there, definitely got all 3, but the FAMAS, that was great work, and it's the final round of the first half here. Cloud9 looking to get up towards shore once again. Apex actually slips off the fence. This could cost him his life. He's got to try and retreat, and I think he has done successfully. But it's Flusher once again. Surely can't get into another advantageous position as he gets himself up on the fence here. It's spotted, but only takes a little bit of damage there.
Apex swings in, does find Rashid burrowed inside of connector. Zaiwu finds Automatic. So again, the lead to Vitality. Alex drops. He was on 14 kills. It's Flusha again. You're right. Toward this ladder room. In mid, doing so much work and getting so much control for Cloud9. We'll see if they can exploit it again this time as well. Apex going to sit back more passively inside connector. I thought he was going to hold. He goes out, and Keo's just waiting for him.
You would think Vitality, suffering those kills from towards that middle position, they'd start maybe sending 3 players, CT mid, challenge, and get a trade to shut that threat down. They're playing such default rounds here, which is fine. They're winning most of them, but if Flush is being such a nuisance, you could just present that a couple of rounds just to slow him down.
Yeah, either go aggressive with someone to the top mid, maybe bring Zaiwu in and go Guardian style. JW used to do it, check the underpass and then rotate back through connector. There's options. MBK gets flushed down though. They still might have this round to close out the half. 24 seconds they'll flash to Zaiwu. He's clipped Celsius, but not taking him down. It was through the edge of the box. He follows up though. Kiyoshima falls, and it's 34 HP for Celsius against 3 with 14 seconds. I think the writing's on the wall.
I think you might be right. Celsius doesn't stand much of a chance here. Didn't have the time or the HP, and it will be 9-6 in favor of a CT Vitality there in the first half of Mirage. They're looking up and about, but Cloud9 out of this one. Yeah, they got a decent start. They won the pistol, got the 3-0. Sure, they only got 3 after that, but it's enough. They're on the T side here, and we're going to switch things over as we take a break. We'll conclude this game between Vitality and Cloud9.
IEM Katowice and the ESL Expo, undoubtedly one of the greatest esports and gaming spectacles in the entire world. There's so much going on. We've got so many games, Dota, Fortnite, etc., and we are absolutely thrilled that in 2019 we've got CSGO returning to its major status here in one of the spiritual homes, I have to say, one of the places that has the most history. There's history being made right now as well. Former major winners on both sides, Cloud9 and Vitality. They're playing a 1-1 game, and it's a best of one to determine who takes the upper side of the bracket.
Cloud9 on the T side surely didn't win the half, but it's not as horrible as it's been in past situations. Their T side sometimes touch and go. This time on Mirage, they've actually got a chance of closing this one out. We'll see if they can win the pistol to kick things off. It is going to be Kiyashima to find the first headshot. He finds a healthy scalp there of Zywo. It's going to be a trade. great for him. We need to see some of those other names step up now, as they'll have to take a full eco here. USPs only. They're going to flash towards middle, stack in towards connect. As soon as the flash goes off, they'll all swing out and see what's available to them. But they need a cue first, something that suggests players are on the other side.
It does appear that this will be our last best of one in the major as well, because the B stream, spoiler alert, I don't know why you need those. All the games are going on at the same time. I'm sure you're busy, but are you really going to go back and watch it? Let's find out. It is NIP on 15 against Hellraisers on 5. So this one looks like it'll last a little bit longer, and NIP might get back to 2-1. Who on this side? We're not sure. Looks like it might be Vitality with each and every round as they get further and further ahead on the T side. And this one looks like it might be going their way as well, because even though they found a kill to catch off Apex, he found 2 beforehand, and ZywOo's just got a shooting gallery inside of mid.
Yeah, promising scenes there from ZywOo and Vitality as a whole. It was a nice idea from Cloud9. Sometimes see success sort of approaches. Usually would have 2 players on short, 2 connector, flash comes over, and you challenge together. They actually focused all the players towards that connector position. They get 1 kill, maybe could have been more. They pincered it, but either way, it was a full eco. Vitality, though, with an increasing lead at this point, 12-9, as there's no AWP available for automatic. As we mentioned, we didn't see much aggressive play on the city side for Vitality. I'm sure we'll see some from Cloud9 with players like Flusher on the team who want to get stuck in and be a nuisance. Just no rush, 7-18. He's got a very high ceiling, but when he doesn't turn up, it's difficult to even spot him on.
Absolutely. NBK. Ooh, Rock. Didn't see him. He nearly had a chance to catch him with utility out. He goes for the repeat, and NBK is ready at that point with the AK. Easy headshot to flush it out. He will get 1 back as Apex runs directly toward him. Walks, I should say, but it's over toward B instead. And a boost on Cinders yet again. ZywOo, he walks off the edge of them, is trying to find the opener. They know now there's one toward the bench. He steps out, trades it, but losing Alex in the process. We're still at 3 aside.
Well, the bomb plant will come through. It's ZywOo to set it up. He's got a smoke. They've got 2 Molotovs as well. And remember, no kits on the CT side. This will be a difficult retake. With the utility being deployed now, allows Vitality to reposition. RBK, same spot he found success in before. MBK watches the flanks. And ZywOo, with the AWP, ready to pick them off. Anyone who challenges actually goes to the AK. So, wants to be a little bit more nimble here. CT's running out of time. With that 10-second defuse, it looks like they might just be looking for exits at this stage. Smoking off, trying to lock them in. Automatic, accepted the rounds combo, got to try and keep 3 weapons up there.
Keep backing off to go exit toward Cat. That's where Flush awaits, so that's what they want, the exit kills. They've got all 3 approaches, all 3 exit points, I should say, covered. Bomb to detonate. 1 goes down, MBK. They're softened up by the blast as well, but Flusha doesn't want to overextend and give away his gun either. Keo has the other angle just in case, but that's the way it ends. 2 alive on Vitality with 13 rounds now, as Cloud9 started this half with the pistol, and subsequently the first gun round with the defuse, now falling behind the mark.
Yeah, they've won both half pistols. They've 3-0'd both of them as well, but they're 39 down. The gun rounds have been the main issue here as they continue to struggle. Round 23, MP9 has to come out. Do we see any mixture of play here? Looks like a very standard setup. 1 middle, 2 B, 2 holding A. They have got kids this time and a little bit more utility in the smoke department, but it looks like we've got 4 players on the Vitality side, one of which is in the Palace. That's going to be Apex, very good at cracking up the bomb site. Smoke commitment coming through. They're going to go off this as well. Knowing the money's not fantastic on the CT side, but applying pressure. The rush is burning to a crisp there. Has to sit in the smoke at this stage and try and pull some frags back here. Can he get the double? Not quite, but damage inflicted.
Damage inflicted indeed, and the nades doing a little bit more onto NBK as well. Keo steps wide of the smoke because he's trying to support Rush. They can't let him get overwhelmed inside of the site because do they have anyone towards CT? In fact, they're electing not to. They're going to push out mid. Good find from Zelsis on B. That confirms no one else is on that side of the map. And with the mid push from Flusha, he's taking everything he can. He is really trying to push the limit here for Cloud9. He's got all the information. They can't go back the other direction as well. So now Keo rotates to CT. They fortify a pretty standard default, the triangulation inside the A site to defend it. And they've got the rest of the map cordoned off.
Yeah. Well observed, Matt. You can see they're absolutely locked in. Nothing that can really be done, and they're going to have to fight their way out. So far, so good. Apex at least brings it back to what I'd call a winnable situation, but Flush's positioning should win the round hands down. And you'll see him take MBK, low HP. That's enough. He's happy with that. Wants to focus on the bigger picture and save money. He knows they've got no time to go back towards B now, so he might as well bail out of the situation and force them back in towards A.
He's even going to do one better because Zelsis is already in connector for him. He just waited long enough to confirm that if they peeked him, he's gone, and he'll go back into the same position. It is going to be a save, though, so he may not anticipate that ZywOo is going to wait.
They're going to push off this time.
They could. I don't know if they'll find Apex and Palace.
They'll flash over surely and go for this.
Rush checks it. Keo does get Apex. I didn't think they were going to go that far. ZywOo saves one to stay alive, but you're right. After the time, the op gone. Brilliant play from Cloud9.
Yeah, that's a perfect round. Textbook Counter-Strike there. They get an advantage, they get some decent map control, and Flush is so disciplined. A lot of players would be tempted to keep pushing after that frag, go for the glory play. He gets it in the end, but it's because he ran the clock down so low, made them uncomfortable, and look at the result. He manages to deny money on a player there right at the end. That's such a massive deal, and Vitality will take a timeout here after 4 players survive on the Cloud9 side. We'll continue into the next round, number 24 here. There is enough cash to get somewhat of a buy here, but that one player not getting anything. If you die after the round timer expires and trying to save a weapon, you need to make sure you hold on to it because you get no extra cash. So Alex on 2,500 before he invests anything here. So they're working out with their players. ZywOo has enough to drop a weapon, but he's the AWPer. You don't necessarily want him draining his funds, helping others out. There's Automatic, highest ranked player. Zelsis 23 kills though. What a great job he's doing. Seems quite selfless as well. Whenever one of the players has to be down to a lesser weapon, it seems to be in his hands. Happy to do it. More of a support role in that respect on the CT side, anchoring bomb sites. As here was what we expected. Cloud9 more than happy to get in these sort of crossfires. Flusher watching underpass, Automatic. Another teammate watching towards top of middle. It's a nice crossfire, and they can actually be quite dynamic off this. If they feel pressure towards top of middle, Flush can be flashed in and actually have the surprise pick. But for now, just holding up and seeing if anyone peeks from the underpass.
Apex working his way up with the Deagle. The Flush is already in mid, though. He's done for.
Yes.
He's got to be a little careful, Flusher, behind him. It's pretty bold he holds that position because he's relying on Automatic to have the vision of top mid, but that's been changed and eradicated by a single flash. He is able to spot back out and get the trade onto NBK. Keo backside of connector and 13-11. Cloud9 turning it around, and this is where I have to... I'm not going to eat my words because there's truth to the fact that they lost so many one-sided games, but I will give credit. Today they look like they're adapting in the middle of the game.
Absolutely. Their setups are on point. They're dropping them at the right times. They've got good communication on the pincers. They're getting lots of map control and suffocating their opposition and making them move into unfavorable situations. It's very impressive. Automatic looks like he's really coming online at this point as well. Nice moves with the AUG. Has to be partial by once again as Cloud9 close the gap. 13-11 overall, and Flusher continues his rampage towards middle. The flash coming in from his teammates here, and he will push a little bit further by the looks of things. 4 players on the other side, AK in hand. Flusher wants to cause damage here. There's the final commitment. Will he be able to open things up? He wants a bit more than 2. He's going for 3. He will be shut down eventually by RPK, but at least they've got information. Hasn't given the rifle up just yet. Automatic can watch the AWP.
Keo, though, re-peeking at Apex with nowhere to go. He finds him yet again. Those two have been at each other's throats the entire game. As RPK finds himself lonely. 2 feet in a heartbeat. Not 6 feet underground yet, but he's going to be lonely. Sometimes that's worse. Rush will take him down, and it's 13-12.
Well, there it is. Vitality shut down. And just having that aggression to start of the round, you know it's against pistols, but you've kind of put the fear of doubt in their minds now. They might be thinking, well, if the city's pushed now, we have to use more utility to start, hold up much slower, wait for that presence to be shown. So just the fact he's shown on a round like that will keep them guessing as to what your plans are going forward. You could drop it again. The unexpected move. We'll see which way they want to approach this one, though. It's going to be 13-12 as Cloud9 look pretty up and about here in the second half. Much better than what I was expecting. No AWP on the T side, but double AWPs for Cloud9. Zelsis will be using the AWP as a turret towards a B bomb site with Automatic being a little bit more dynamic here as NBK waits for aggression. They have got mid control on the T side. That's been given away at this point. It looks like an A split potentially, but not going to be committing anytime soon.
ZywOo holding out with the AK-47. Molotov already down inside a window. Apex wants to work out from underpass. Vitality desperate to take back control of this game. It's now 3 in a row for Cloud9, and they've got money built up as well.
They really have.
It's not a ton of money, but it's enough.
It's enough there, but the way they're playing right now, I feel like they're so focused on winning these rounds. It's looking so efficient as they get closer and closer towards connector. Here comes a smoke from MBK.
It's good fundamentals the way they're doing it as well. I mean, even this round where they're giving up connector, it's not like they're being segregated by smokes. There's 3 in the A site directly, so they've got angles and they've got ability to trade off each other, play the position exactly that. Keo steps out to find RBK. Rush waiting underneath the shadow. They never expected him to be there, and he follows it up. It's Apex and MBK left at a 2-on-4. Apex is in the open. He found one, but nowhere to go. Again, they're just very proficient on the trades right now on the Cloud9 side.
Yeah, this is like a different team now. So efficient, not making any mistakes. He's running that timer down. MK is looking for an opening, but he won't find it. He gets Keo from the grave at least, but that's all they'll find. No plan, and the maximum loss bonus will only get them so far. That's going to be initiated next round. For now, they've only got 3k after losing 3 in a row, and that's going to be 13-13. Plenty of catch for Cloud9. If they weren't established before, they should be after this one. I don't think they recovered the secondary orb, so they'll just be on, I said just 4 rifles in the AWP up against the Deagles of Vitality. There's Kiyoshima looking very proficient. Rush had some nice shots in that round as well. Good work the incendiary to hold them off, allow his teammates to rotate in without risking his own life as well. Got the kill, happy with it. Not having his strongest game, but his numbers starting to improve now at 12 and 20. So Armor, Deagles, 1 smoke. Best option would be smoke short of B or CT spawn on A. Try and get it together. If you had a flash, that'd be a lot more beneficial, but that smoke's already been deployed. And we'll see which way they decide to head. It looks like just a very basic approach. Wait for CTs to make a mistake. They got to boost up here towards the window and see if anyone's available to them. That's Cloud9, as we've already complimented, playing a very strong CT half here. Aggression when needed, passive when required, and that's exactly what we're seeing right now. Just running that clock down, seeing what they're up against, and they've noticed the pistols. No one's ever committing. They're making sure they win this round, because you lose one of these now, really to the wind out of your sails. You'll be able to buy again, but just losing the pistols, get everyone bickering and asking what happened. So they just want to make sure they're playing off each other and not giving rifles away.
So far, that's gone well. Keo, though, is slightly isolated inside a connector. He'll back away just to make sure that if they push through the smoke, they don't pre-fire his position, and he sprays just to ensure that they're not standing there waiting to do so with a flashbang.
Ooh, bit of damage there.
I don't know where that came from. Palace, I think, yeah, NBK, I was going to say on the map, it's the only place that makes any sense. Did that come through the wooden wall? So they absolutely putting pressure onto him, and they'll eventually take him down. Automatic with a miss. This is exactly what they can't afford, because Apex now runs in to find Rush. You said losing the pistols would start bickering. Automatic backing away, at least gets one before they get all the way inside of the site, but they'll still plant the bomb and have 4 alive in the post plant. NBK, fantastic deagle from range. Flush has got to do it all. He's found 2 already. Apex standing in behind triple, and Alex to work with him. Those 2 together have combined for most of the work, at least in the first half for Vitality, certainly part of the second as well, but Flush has outdone Apex. He's snuck behind him. He has no idea he's even crossed out from CT, and he'll know that this is toward connector. AUG scope is going to be a benefit. He can hold it down while looking, and as he peeks out, he's going to hold the viewers all the way through. He had it, but he still got off, but still found the headshot. There's still time. Flusha wins it back. Legendary as always. He'll find 14 for Cloud9 and bails them out.
1 versus 4. Flusha turns up in style. That is absolutely massive. Just when it looked like it was not recoverable, he makes the perfect play. He's so sneaky. He was backstabbing them almost every single round in the first half, and now plays it perfectly here. He couldn't have done better. That second shot to RPK was absolutely sensational. Goes with a full defuse and thinks better of it, and of course nails it. Timing absolutely spot on. Ice cold as he closes out round number 27. It's 14-13. Cloud9 are in the lead now. Flusha, 26 kills. He is top of the serve at this point. That was a world-class play, Matt. Really, really well done.
So stellar as well. He wanted to hold that bomb. He really did.
I thought it was done. As soon as they had, like, what, less than a second on it, I thought you might as well commit now. You're pretty much there, but gets off it, nails the shot.
Like holding mouse one and just let go of the boot bomb, and it was just like, boom, auto cue, like done.
Just a perfect headshot as well. He misses that shot, it's over, but of course, it's Flusha. He nails it. I love the one-or back. Augs as well. Zywo looking for the pick early. He knows they've had presence towards these.
And what a situation to have the AUG, right? That miniscope, and that's a lot harder. Fantastic speed from Zywo. He absolutely nails Rush. Keo underneath it. Shadow RPK is going to take him down. Remember, with pistols, they overwhelmed the A side last time. It's Automatic, who's a little bit more efficient so far with his aim to start off this round. Last time it was 3 misses. They got inside to plant. This time he'll find 1. Peeks out. Does damage to Alex, but Zaiwu gets position on him as a result. They didn't have the smoke to go CT. They had to do it with battle and aggression. Celsius finds one fully blind. Apex had a chance to pick that, but elected not to.
Good smoke actually puts Apex in a difficult position. He's going to sit in the smoke now. Celsius, is he going to come out on top?
Oh, he's gone through. Apex with the flash thought he'd outdone him, but that was the exact moment that he went in. Apex was looking the other direction. He couldn't see it. Apex might get the backstab, though. He might turn it around and realize the situation. Nearly missing out on the shots. It's Flusha again for Cloud9 that has to hold it together, and this time the bomb too far gone. He just wants to do economic damage. 14-14.
Apex, it looked like he'd been bested in that situation. The smoke was perfect. It got him out of position, but he just sits in there, waits for Celsius, and the bomb time up to get so quite a rapid pace before he makes his move, comes out, finds one. He could definitely afford to swing on the second as well. The bomb was going off no matter what. It looked like it was a play that could cost him his life, but ultimately they win the round. Zaiwu with a great shot to open things up. Took down automatic and spawn as well. On the flashiest frags, but certainly high impact, as now it's 14-14. Cloud9 have been reset. It's a tug of war here in the economic battle, but they've got on average around $2,000. One normally in the form of flushes, got 4,500. They need to decide now. Are they taking the full eco, allowing Vitality to get the map and indeed match points, or go for it and see if they can somehow get across the finish line first? But I feel like you might just have to take the eco at this stage.
And Flusha gets that 4,500 due to the fact that he wanted a spectacular 1 versus 4, but that round has consequences because that's where they lost 4 players. Reinvest, lose the next one, broken. Vitality can get map point. If this goes to overtime, I just want to point out, let's just pretend for a second that Vitality go to overtime again and lose. They go down to 1 and 2.
Yeah.
They would have been rounds away in 2 occasions of not only being 2-0,
Yeah.
but 2-1. I mean, that's just how close this tournament's going to be for some of these teams.
They had 2 match points yesterday against Navi that couldn't be closed down. Will this be similar scenes? Cloud9 have force bought into it. I can confirm that. 2 M9s. Flusha, who had the extra cash, he gets the AUG out. Up against the pistols here. What is the play? As we enter round number 29. Apex already towards the underpass. No damage done on either side. Zaiwu, of course, Vitality have a full buy here, including the AWP. They have such an advantage. If they win this round, Matt, that will be GG. There'll be nothing but pistols and SMGs again if Cloud9 give this round up. Such a gamble, and that smoke is missed. I can't believe I'm seeing that. It wasn't even a proper line of smoke. That should be a relatively easy procedure, but either way, continuing their way up towards short. And who will be waiting on the other side? Automatic in the ladder room, a flush out. They are walking into the trap right now.
They didn't check it all either. They didn't check it all. Automatic, he's going to go out early. He doesn't wait for them to commit. He doesn't try and backstab like we saw Alex do in the first half. Instead, he goes aggressive. He finds one, wants the gun. He'll manage to pick it up. There was a nade beside it, which is sometimes causes a bug when you want to use the use key. But he takes no mistake to pick it up a second time. It's rushed to get back on Alex, and he's going to have to do it all. They lost the player already, automatic, inside of ladder, and it's a 3-on-1 to get Vitality map point. Rush, try to force the issue off the van so he gets an entry point from the door. Try and shuffle them over to the right. Spots a second, but still it all to do. And no kit, keep in mind, bomb, it's halfway through its duration. He gets the first. They still have the high ground inside of the balcony. That's going to be the problem for Rush. Even if he gets a second follow-up kill, RPK has gone so far back down the hallway that he can control the peak on what will be a 10-second defuse, and frankly, we're not getting that far. This is map point for Vitality. Rush can do nothing to stop it.
Decent effort. I like the idea with the all presence towards shore and then automatically with the backstab there. If Flusha gets one of those kills, it could have been enough potentially. Luckily, Rush does save an AK. It means there is a slight chance they can do this, but as I mentioned, if they gave that round up and the majority of their manpower went down, they've got $2,000 per player now, and it's 15-14 in favor of Vitality on the T side of Mirage. You need to cut time out here. You are going to be buying. It's just what will you purchase? So they've got enough to drop at least an AUG. So they'll have 2 rifles here. Automatic and Rush wielding them at the moment.
First time we've heard different timeout music.
It's cool. It adds some tension, doesn't it?
It does. But at the same time, changes nothing for the players. They're dead focused on this situation as Vitality want to close this out. Cloud9 looked like they'd done enough. Again, 5 rounds in a row. They won the opening 3 of the half. That was with economic advantage, if you will. Sure, it's got the first gun round on a defuse. 4 went against them, and then they pulled it back. They pulled it back was the key as well, because that's what they failed to do in many other games so far in this event. Flush has done so much work in this second half.
There he is. Pressure applied at this point. They've got to dig deep for anything.
Let's go back, by the way, to this event last year. Flusha still on Fnatic, trying to go the distance in the finals, and he gets 2 aces. It was on this stage in the Spodek. We're not quite to that part of this event yet, but is this where he replicates that? Is this where he has to go massive again for Cloud9?
He's going to have to. Or someone's going to deliver as Vitality go with the contact play here. Flashes are good. CTs have information. They're not taking any casualties just yet.
He's got the Deagle in position, tried to go for it, but MBK beat him to the punch. As Rush with one of the 2 rifles sits back. Smoke's going to go mid-site, so they'll try and rush the plant. Flashes as well, and they're going to jump across. Flashes rather than Smokes on top of the stairs because they wanted to rush down the 2 players. It didn't work. Rush got away on 4 HP. He can give the gun to Kiyoshima, which is exactly what he's done. The Molotov forces him out, but it's still 3 players up. Despite that Rush goes down, the job was done for him. One of the 2 had the pistol. He gives the gun up. They still have the AK to work with. An automatic is in a spectacular position inside of Palace. NBK is going to be so weak on top of the site, but Apex shuts it down. Apex shows off why he is a legend, and Kiyoshima falls. Vitality go 2-1.
You can see what it means to the boys there. A great performance. Cloud9 certainly brought their A game to the server today.